Hey, my name is Keosha, the owner of Ivy Bridal Shop. Come watch me boss.
With the ladies on top, we're breaking boundaries, making moves, no time for insecurity. No time. We're chasing dreams, creating legacies. Boss Ladies Podcast, where we speak our truth. Yeah. Boss Ladies unite, we're reaching for the sky. Empowered and strong, we'll never be denied. From the boardroom to the stage, we're making history. Boss Ladies Podcast, it's our time to shine. Come enjoy the ride.
Welcome back to the Boss Ladies Podcast. Okay, as usual, I have extremely wonderful women, but today I have a boss lady that's bossing in two areas. She has two full-time jobs. Her name is Keosha Sims of Ivy's Bridal. Give it up for boss lady Keosha. Welcome.
Hey.
Listen, I want to tell y'all something about Miss Keosha. Her energy, she's hilarious. So get ready for a ride on this podcast. We're going to talk about a lot. So I'm going to just jump right in and let her introduce herself and tell the viewers a little about Keosha.
So I am Keosha Sims, born and raised in St. Petersburg, Florida.
St. Pete?
Yeah, don't y'all talk about my city. I am the owner of Ivy Bridal Shop in Altamonte Springs, Florida.
Yes.
September, it will be year 5 of this adventure.
Yes. That's a blessing, right?
Year 5.
Okay. Why you doing it like that? Tell us about that.
Every day, I have to get up and say, Lord, I don't know what this day hold, but we on it again.
We're going to do it.
Again.
Do you enjoy what you do as a bridal consultant, bridal owner?
So, because I have 2 jobs, and you asked me about my bridal shop.
Yeah, I want to start with that.
I love my bridal shop. I enjoy it because I am true to who I am. Like, I don't have to sugarcoat for nobody when they walk through the door. I don't care who you are. It's, hey, how you doing?
That's right.
Girl, what we doing today?
But
that's it.
That's it. Because that's who you are. You get to keep it light and airy, but in corporate America, what's that like?
I'm working on not saying bad words.
Okay.
Corporate America, Lord Jesus. It's a lot of...
Do we need to press the beep?
It's a lot of butt kissers.
Okay.
That's what it is, and I don't like it. And they have to CC everybody but the child of God just to get a point across. So... yeah, I'm not a corporate America girl, but corporate America has got me where I need to be, and it is what it is.
And
it's a job.
Where is it that you are that corporate America help? Because there's a lot of people, but we're talking to the women that don't think they can do what you're doing, and you're doing it. I'm not going to say it's easy, but you make it look easy. You have 2 full-time jobs. Tell us how that works.
I don't know how it works. You know why? Because I've been doing it for so long, and I'm going to be real honest. I've been doing it so long, it's just a walk of the path. I get up in the morning, I know I got to be on these people's job. But if somebody book an appointment, that's my job too. I
love it.
So at this point in how many years I've been on my job, it's a pick and choose of the battle, and I'm choosing me. So if they wake up and say, hey, you don't got no job, I'm like, Shawnee. The old Shawnee O'Neal, thank you for your services.
Hey, got to go.
And I have my store.
That's right.
So then once I'm done with my job, that means I give my undivided attention, my 100% of my attention to my store. Yes. Although I feel as though I give 100%,
yes,
I really don't because I have a job. So it's like a 50-50 ordeal.
So you don't feel like you're 100 there yet?
Not yet.
Is it coming?
I think it's me. I think it's been came, but I just keep overlooking it because I'm so used to getting a paycheck.
Remember we talked about that 9 to 5, it'll hold you, but
yeah.
Do you see yourself soon letting it go so you can live your passion?
I tell myself that every day, that today I'm getting up and I'm quitting, and then I'm on these people's job on Monday.
Okay.
So I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. One day I might get it, and I'll be like, all right, girl. Tell these people F their job. They go their computer. Bye.
And you done.
And I'm done.
But you don't know yet.
I don't know yet. And they're like, oh, give a notice. I'm not giving no notice. The reason why I'm not giving no notice is because when y'all lay people off or when y'all fire people,
talk about
y'all won't give a notice.
They don't tell
us. So guess
us.
what? When I wake up and I don't want to open y'all laptop no more,
I'm out.
What's the shipping address?
You just gonna ship it? You're not even gonna call them and say I'm done?
Yeah, I told them they're done. I'm gonna ship them their computer.
And then they're gonna know.
And that's it. That's all. It's nothing I can do for them.
And we're not gonna tell y'all who she talking about.
No, I can't.
But one day it's gonna be done.
This episode of the Boss Ladies Podcast is brought to you by The Boss Move, your content concierge.
So once you figure it out, it don't take much to realize, okay, you need to do this, and this.
Okay. Oh, since you said that, what's the this, and this? If
it's steps to the process.
Okay,
So
what are those steps?
First off, you're gonna figure out how you're gonna sell this product and market this product that you have.
And what's your product?
It's bridal gowns.
Bridal gowns.
So the next step is you're gonna figure out, okay, I have these bridal gowns. Who am I marketing?
Mm-hmm. Got to know your audience.
You have to know your audience, because once people realize who you are, they're going to be like, oh, okay. Honestly, to be very honest, people look at the Instagram page and the Facebook page, and once they realize that there's multiple sizes of Black women and different girls of color, they be like, oh, okay, I can go there and I can fit something because she looks like
me. And that body type, and that's why I'm always on your page, because I see different, not just different shades, but different shapes.
I think that's the whole point of bridal, because there's a lot of people out here. It's one lady, I love her bridal page. She is killing it. But I don't feel as though I can walk through the door and be like, hey, I need a size 20.
Got you.
Because I don't see nobody on there that's a size 20.
So do you think a lot of these women in that industry, the bridal industry, on their social media pages are only putting up certain shaped women?
I think they do, because a small girl look good in anything. I don't care if her face card is declining.
You're right.
But her body is what they want.
Wait, did you just say her face card?
Yeah, because you don't have to be pretty to be like, oh, her shape is bad.
Right, that's true.
So they put like these perfect shaped girls and put them on their makeup, as we should.
Right.
And they put them up there. But if I'm a size 20 and I'm looking at a girl that's a size 8.
I can't come to your store. That's what I'm going to say. You don't have anything for me.
You don't have nothing for me. So I'm like, okay, we're going to show up with everybody. And we're going to show up with every nationality.
And check out Ivy Bridal's page. You're going to love it.
If you're a size 24, you're going to see a 24.
You are.
If you're a size 20, you're going to see a 20. If you got a big booty, you're going to see a big booty.
Yeah.
If your chest is heavy,
you're going to see. So you're trying to tell me, Miss Keosha, you had to study all that out. You took time to know your audience enough to say, I know at least my people want to see what they can look like.
I'm laughing because my cousin was like, so I know because you got this bridal shop, you know you're going to have something that fit me. And she ain't, at that time, she wasn't little.
Okay.
So I was like, dang. I'm like, Jesus, that's pressure.
Got to help her out.
So I'm like, all right. So as it went on, like COVID went through, everybody wasn't coming outside doing COVID.
Right.
Because nobody knew what COVID was. So I was like, I started with my cousins. I was like, I got to figure out how everybody is making these videos. Wow. So I was like, okay, we got to figure out how to transition a video. My video sucked like ass. When I go back and when I go back and look, I'd be like, horrible. What were we doing? Just trying to look cute in a dress.
Didn't work?
It worked because people came through the door, but like the presentation that I wanted to give, I was just like, I want something better. I want something better, so I had to learn. So my friend, she was like, okay, you got to get better. And she'll be like, you are messing up the color content on here. I'm like, so what you mean?
That gridding, those little,
I was like, okay. So as time went by, we changed the store. We would get more dresses. We changed the models. I'm like, so if I only have 50 dresses that's a size 8, I don't want a size 8 on every freaking grid on Instagram. I'm like, absolutely not. So I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board. We need somebody a size 8. Okay, 8 works for 10. Okay, so we need to bump it up to 12, 14. Then we got to bump it up to 16, 18.
We know, right, ladies? Yes.
So I'm like, okay, so we got to cover everybody's size and everybody had to look different.
Right.
So I was just like, now that's my thing. I'm like, so I can't have one model because you don't want to see my face all the time in different dresses. Absolutely not. So I was like, okay, let's change it. So that's my thing. That's my thing. Nice. They're going to give you shape. They're going to be cute. They can sashay.
Yes.
I like the ghetto TikToks. So we'll do a fun TikTok and that's that.
Yeah, I seen that one when you rolled.
Oh, that one had me about dead.
That's hilarious.
I rolled across that floor so many times I was busy. I took a vertigo pill and I sat on the couch.
You had to take a vertigo pill?
Did.
Go to her Instagram page. You'll know what we're talking about when she rolls on the floor to the camera. Hilarious.
Listen, my friend, she sat there and she laughed so hard. I thought she was going to have her baby. She was like, you crazy. I said, I just got to do it one more time.
Just one more time.
Just one more. I was so dizzy.
Yeah, so you had to take a vertigo pill?
I did. I can't make this up.
She dedicated to content. She had to take a vertigo pill to put up a post.
I was like, I want to do this. I said, so how they doing this? And she is like, okay, let me tell you what you got to do. I said, okay, I got to do it again. I said, one more time. I said, no, that wasn't right. She said, you pumped your body up too many times. I said, okay, one more time. I crawled back across the floor. I said, wait, I got to get some water and take a vertigo pill. Yeah.
I am so glad you are here.
It was fun.
You're going to keep me laughing. Listen, do you have a I'm still on the thing with the face card, didn't work, but do you have a background in fashion design?
I don't.
So what made you say, I know that what we heard earlier, how you got into it, but what made you say, I want to do dresses, I want to formal wear?
Again, it's back to my daughter, my little cousin. So the same lady that I went in business with, she owns a store. Okay. So that's how I started my first store, because my daughter was in the Delta, I think it was Delta Battalion. I ain't sure, I might got it wrong. But it was my cousin, he was on the guy side. Okay. So he had to learn how to properly date a girl, and they had to learn how to do the waltz and all of this stuff.
Like that debutante stuff?
Yeah, but it was for the guys.
Okay.
So he was doing that. So he wanted my daughter, which is his cousin, to be his partner. Okay. So they had to learn to dance, learn how to sit at a table, eat properly. All that went down the hill for the both of them, because they don't add nothing like that, Lord. So,
but they got the training.
Yeah, they did, and that's what got me to right here selling these dang on dresses. Okay, we had to go shopping for dresses for the event, our own selves. So we had to dress formal. Okay. So when I went shopping to her store, she had like a store full of gowns, and I was just like, oh. So then she was selling them. And I can't remember at the time how much she was selling them for, but she wasn't there. Her business partner was there. And I said to her, I was like, I got like $2,000. Can I buy these dresses? And she didn't say anything to me. She was like, no. Like I think she probably felt as though I was trying to come take over their business. I know that can seem real weird if somebody walked through their door and said they want to buy half of these dresses. Yeah. Because they were getting ready to sell them anyway. So I was like, huh.
She said no?
And then the prices that they were selling them for, I was like, well, I can just like pack all these dresses up and go back to Orlando and sell them. Right. I ain't had not nail place.
You know what?
I just said I was going to buy these dresses. I'm showing back up home, and I figured it out once I got home.
There you go. That's hustle.
At that point, I was like, I probably going to have a damn garage sale. I didn't know.
You didn't know.
So I was like, okay, so she ain't say nothing. She was so sweet. And she ain't say nothing. So I was just like, maybe she think I'm trying to do this in St. Pete. I wasn't sure. Oh. But she was so sweet to us, and we had a good time. And I was like, okay, I had a card. Now I'm going to email them and be like, hey, can I buy these dresses? Ah. And that's how I ended up getting into it. And that's how I became friends with them. And then me getting in business and opening the bridal shop just behind these little dresses. And I actually have one of them still in my closet. Ooh. So I'll never forget where I started.
I love that. Some people put the dollar on the wall. You got the dress in the closet.
Girl, one day I'm going to wear that thing. I ain't wore it yet.
She gonna wear
it
one day.
That's how I started. And I was like, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for visiting their store, buying those dresses. Yes. I'm grateful for the experience of going in business with her and realizing how people really are to get me to where I am now. So when people be like, oh, I can get up and do it. Yeah, you can, but you have to work. And everybody don't have that hustle to do it every day.
And that's what I'm about to ask you. since you brought it up, tell these ladies, give us it might be big, but give us kind of a short run through on what it takes to open and maintain a bride. Because you said you're going on year 5.
Open.
Most businesses don't last a year.
Open and maintain. So
Yeah.
that's probably one reason why I still have my job, because when I opened the store, it started in June.
Okay.
We worked, painted the store, built the store out from June to September. September we opened. September 2019. So from June to September, we painted floors, put up greenery, shop for furniture. Just all the things that you have to do just to make a house a home, if that makes sense. All those things. Pay a contractor with what money? I'll figure it out. Hope they show up.
There you
Well,
go.
are you going to be done? Because we're supposed to open this day.
September.
Then you have the dresses come. Okay. Then the dresses show up on somebody else, though, because they delivered it to the wrong place.
Whoa.
And the people say that was their box. Now you know you lying. Now you know your business don't say Ivy Bridal
It
Shop.
does not.
So why you took that box?
Wow.
Then you had to wait for the process for you to get your inventory. Then you have to say, okay, hey, this is a new bridal shop. We're opening. Can y'all come in?
Marketing.
People showed up. Didn't have no contract
Uh-oh.
to sign.
Need contracts.
No contract. Did everything out of a little receipt book.
You mean you use paper and pen?
Yeah, Lord,
Oh.
that was a learning process,
Ooh,
Lord
yeah,
Jesus.
paper and pen. Okay.
Paper and pen. Telling people, oh, okay. Once you buy the dress, that's it. They get home, I don't want this dress no more. Guess what?
What?
They charge back. They want their money back. Guess what I got to do?
What's that?
I got to give it back. Because guess what? I don't have a contract that says you signed and you said that all sales are final. Lesson number 1.
Well, tell them what's lesson number 1?
Contracts.
Contracts.
That was lesson number 1.
I would have never thought of it.
Sadly,
Either.
I ain't take it serious. Yeah. How about that? I ain't take it serious and I didn't. Kept going on. So one girl said she wanted her money back. Okay, whatever. She got her money back. Months went on. I'm going to say about a year went on. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. People bought a dress. They're buying dresses. I made enough money to pay my rent. Then I'm like, oh, I ain't saying it. Nobody ain't coming. How I'm going to pay my rent? Then I'm like, okay, if I get one sale, I can pay my bills. Cool. That went by, went on. I made it. Then COVID hit.
Ooh.
Nobody ain't buying dresses through COVID. Nobody had nothing to do during COVID either but have babies.
No one is just
So
babies.
the girls that bought their gowns showed up pregnant.
Oh, that's a whole nother issue.
Because I was like, so the only thing that we can do is build a corset in your back, but this is your dress. Like,
This is your dress.
it ain't nothing I can do. That went by. Things started getting good. We started opening back up little bit by little bit. Get a bridal party in there. This girl walks through the door. Wanting to do like a VIP experience. In there dancing her life away. Jamming away. Having a great old good old time.
Okay.
Bought a dress. Went somewhere else. Bought a dress. Did a charge back again.
What?
So this is my second charge back. So this time, I told the credit card people, you see this sign? It says, all sales are finals, no exchanges or returns. So you went here gun-hoeing, took a picture in my sign, dancing. Mind you, I got all these pictures in my iPhone, right? I took every picture. I stamped her receipt from the receipt book.
Paper and pen.
Paper and pen. All sales are final. Nothing. Guess what the bank did? Gave them their money back. I said,
went to the
okay.
bank.
When I said I was pissed, I was pissed.
Who wouldn't be?
So then my best friend, she is an undercover Facebook finder. She gets her little stuff on there. She's like, Key, she done went and bought a dress from somebody else.
Uh-oh.
Allie is a detective.
Shout out
she
Allie.
going. She's like, see? So then I said, okay, I was so pissed. Why I tell my talking behind mama?
Uh-oh, what did mama do?
So then my mama best friend, she, at the time, she was in law school. Who told you to tell her?
What did they do for you?
So me and Allie had to put everything together. We're going to go to small claims court because I got all the text messages. I got her dress in my hand because she didn't want to come get it. She charged it back because she had already paid for it, right? Whoa. Whole shebang. So then something told me, when I saw I was pissed, I was angry. So I said, okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to let it ride. Lesson learned. I get a phone call from my lovey. She says, so I talked to your mama. And she say, you had a issue. But what you gonna have is this contract. Thank God for my lovey. Because I was pissed with my mom. I'm like, who told you to go tell her?
But you got the help you needed.
But from that day forward, walk in Ivy Bridal shop now. You're gonna sign
Paper and pen.
this paperwork. You see that it says no returns. All sales are final. Are you sure you want this dress?
Sign right there where it says you know that.
And you gonna sign, I'm gonna sign. You got a copy and I got a copy.
That's right.
At this point, I'm like, don't play with me. Go play with your mama.
That's right.
Because I got it now.
Then she said in the beginning she didn't know, but now she know contracts.
That was a lesson.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Next one. Since that's a lot. I hope y'all taking notes because you're gonna need a contract.
And it's free. You don't gotta pay for it.
Hey, she gonna give you she gonna give y'all a contract if you want it. All right, here. This is what I want to know. We talked at your store the other day, but tell them where you gonna get these dresses from.
I can't tell y'all about Bridal Market. Bridal Market is amazing. When I was introduced to Bridal Market, my first time in Bridal Market, my eyes was like a little 2-year-old.
You smiling now when you said it.
This where these people come in all these dresses. My vertigo was off that day too because it was so much. It's like in a room, out of room, in a room, out of room. Hey, do you carry our brand? No. I don't even know how much of money I got to spend because I don't got no money.
So why did you go?
Because you have to say it with the trend. I'm like, I don't know how much I can buy. Am I allowed to buy anything? If I buy it, can I afford it? But they say scared money don't make money, so you have to take a chance. And I was just like, no. I just want to see this one little vendor, which is a private label that we use, and it's amazing because it's what I can afford and what I can afford to give to my customers. I was like, oh, okay.
Had the best prices.
That was my first run. Then I went back again. I was like, okay, this is my second time. Did the same thing the second time. So you go a couple times a year. So I was like, again, I'm just going for what I can afford. And that's just my private label that I carry into my store. That's the Ivy Bridal Shop collection.
Nice.
I was like, okay, cool.
What's the name of it?
Ivy Bridal Collection.
Y'all heard it.
That's it. So I was just like, I only can get these same little dresses from these same companies, and that's it. That's all.
Nobody complaining, right?
No, because they're beautiful. I feel as though when you shop Underdog, you get what you want for an affordable price.
I like that.
But then I'm like, wait, it's this little lady named Kitty Chin. These dresses are bad. I'm like, well, do I got some money? So then I was like, okay. I bought into her company.
Okay.
And I got scared because the price, it's just pricey. And I was like, okay, I can't work with y'all no more. Then I came back, I'm crunching numbers, doing it again. I was like, well, why you did that, fool? Now I'm back at these people booths again.
I want to come back.
It's like, baby, come back. I'm like, dang it. Now I'm back at it again. So I was like, this time, it's like, I had to see the process through. I didn't give it enough time.
Got you.
That's just like going to the gas station. If you don't get there in time, you on E.
Gotcha.
I had put myself on E, and I should have stayed on full. So I was just like, I gave up on myself. And I was just like, no, because nobody's not going to want it. Then people budget is not going to be in this price range. And I'm just like, my friend, I got my other bridal bestie. She in North Carolina. She has a bridal shop too. She was like, I told you need to give it a chance. You didn't give it long enough. I'm like, you're right.
You got good friends.
We irk each other nerves. But I was like, she was right. So I gave it a chance. And like for the past year, it's blossomed. And I was just like,
yay.
All right. So I just came back from bridal market, and guess what? We got some new dresses.
All right. Get down to the shop. Check them out.
So it's just like, it's a process though. But it's just like anything that you do. That's like you either going into Target, Walmart, or Dollar Tree.
That's right.
You got to fit in where your money fit in.
That's right. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it, but it's a struggle, and people try to make it look easy, and it's not easy. I feel as though if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. I cry plenty of days, and I get aggravated, and I'm over it, and I'm like, I can't stand it. But I'm like, if I quit, I'm quitting on me.
Say that again.
If I quit, I'm quitting on me.
You're the first person that said that, because a lot of people say, I got this person, I got to take care of this person, but until we understand our why, it's not going to matter.
I don't feel as though I have to take care of nobody, because at this point, my daughter is grown. So I'm like, I have to show up for me every day.
I love it. That's right.
Every day. Because guess what? She get her little self up. She go to work and she do what she want to do. She don't care about this little old bridal shop over here that her mama running. Because guess what? It's just like when a child has a famous parent. They don't give a hoots rats because their parents is famous. My daughter don't give a hoots rat crap about this little bridal shop. Because I'm just her mama.
That's right.
That's it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm at this store. Girl, you working? And I am. Well, you can't go with me to the farmer's market, and I can't.
I'm working.
So I'm like, I have to show up for me every day. Because she's not showing up at this bridal shop for me.
That's your
and when employees call off, guess who got to show up?
You.
Me.
But don't you have a full-time job? I'm loving it.
And I still got the people job.
And you still got the people jobs.
So it's just showing up for you. How I delegate it, I don't know. When I go to sleep, I be dead. So say what you got to say to me now. Hope you feel tell me you love me. I love you too, baby.
And you out.
Now I'm out. Because that's just the way it is. Because you are so tired. So I don't even know when my brain stops and thinks and process. It over process because then I get confused about a lot of things that I'm doing or I forget. I be like, girl, now you know I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You better catch me. You better catch me when I'm out. Because when I'm home.
Oh, you're homebody. When you're home, you close them doors. That's it.
When I'm home, I'm probably trying to do laundry that I hate doing.
I hate laundry too.
I'm probably trying to do something for the bradle shop in my office.
So you don't even turn off when you get home.
I don't. And so I was like, that's my other thing. I don't know what a balance is. Like I haven't figured out balance. And I watch this one particular guy. I love him and I don't know him. But I watch him every day on Instagram or Facebook. He get up, he go to the gym. He go home, he bakes his cakes, sells his products, then he make time for his husband. I'm like, he make it look so easy, but I know it's really not that easy.
Of course it's hard.
If I could put myself on that kind of schedule and stay disciplined, I ain't there yet.
No, and that could be just for the camera. He could be doing that for the camera. We don't know. It looks that way on the camera.
He's very honest about what he be going through too. So I be listening, and he's a baker, but I've learned so many things from this man just by listening to him as a baker. It has nothing to do with what I do.
Oh, of course,
but the things that he do, I be like, oh,
you can implement it.
Let me go and see if that works for me.
I like that.
I'm like, oh, Keosha, you learned something from Kate.
That's what we should do. We can learn from each other.
And that's honestly, that's how I learned bridal. It was this one particular lady. I went to a bridal show and I sat in the audience and it was a black lady. And I said, oh my gosh. And I got pictures from the day I went because I just started taking pictures every time I would go somewhere. I was like, that black lady, this is her store on this runway. And I was down, like, off of International in Orlando. And I just got up on a Sunday. And my bridal shop was dead. This is like when I first started. I'm like, nobody ain't going to call today. Nobody ain't going to come in. So I'm just going to go to the bridal shop.
You went to the show.
So I went to the bridal show. And it was her and her sister. And they were on the freaking runway.
Wow.
I told my mama, I said, I don't know how I'm going to get on this runway, Wanda. I said, but I'm going to get me some models and I'm going to do it. So then I saw the lady. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is your bridal shop? I'm like, congratulations. I was so excited for her. I was like, this is dope. I'm like, so where y'all located? Now, this is the part about it. She was located 2 miles down the street from me. Woo! So I was like, well, can we like hook up? I don't want your business.
Right.
Because what's for you is what's for you.
That's right.
I'm not coming for your customers. If the people walk through the door and they say they don't want nothing, by all means, what they going to do? Get on Google.
That's right.
If they walk through my door, by all means, it's fair game. It's my customer.
Exactly.
I'm talking to her and gave her my phone number. She gave me hers or whatever. So I'm thinking that me and this lady going to meet up and have a conversation.
Uh-oh. No?
I just needed to know, like, what y'all doing. How y'all getting these dresses? Where y'all? I just need to know, like, I don't want to know your vendor.
Exactly.
Because clearly I can't get
some direction.
I just need some guidance. I just want to know, like, what y'all doing in y'all store.
Nothing. Why we do that to each other?
This the best part. I promise you, was it a year later? Look who's going out of business.
Oh, see what happened when you're selfish? Do you see what happened when you're selfish? Don't be selfish. Come on, ladies.
I was like, oh.
And we're not happy they went out of business. We're trying to show you when you don't.
I went on there and I was going to go buy some mannequins from her.
No.
And I don't know why I didn't even end up going to buying the mannequins.
No.
I didn't. I was just like, that's just so messed up. I'm if you come to me and you ask me a question, I'm going to tell it to you. I'm not selling you nothing. You know why? Because I'm still learning every day.
And if we're not, something wrong.
I'm going to tell you my F-ups where I went wrong. So when you start, don't do what I did because girl I already did it.
So are you telling the ladies watching Keosha that they can call you for advice and you're not going to ignore them for a year?
I won't, but I'm busy. Don't call me. Listen.
Send her a message on Instagram.
I don't know because it take me forever.
Listen.
If I'm talking to you and you ask me, I know. Like I don't have time to be a teacher because I'm still a student and I'm learning myself.
That's beautiful.
Every day is a
5
challenge.
years in, you're still learning.
Every day I'm still learning. It's something to be learned. Like at some point in life I become a teacher. I can't charge somebody for what I had to sweat my blood, sweat, and tears for.
I love that. Yes.
Girl, we're just going to have to be friends.
That's right.
I'm just going to have to just guide you way through. I don't have the answers because if I had the answers, I would be like Bill Gates or somebody.
Exactly. All of us would.
I would be the Oprah Winfrey of bridal.
That's
and I'm not.
And you're not. Not yet.
So it's a challenge. I don't know.
So tell me what was one of your, we're going to start with the good. What was one of your most memorable bridal experience? You said you give them a VIP. What is that like?
I got
and what's
one,
the best
but it's
one?
not a VIP.
Oh, okay.
So I actually have pictures from this wedding I did. I had a bride. I'm not going to call her name.
Okay.
She came in with her friends. And her friends was like, she need this experience because her mom just passed away.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay. So she stood on that pedestal and she just cried. And she was so upset because her mom did pass away.
Yeah.
So her mom was coming to Florida to surprise her for her birthday. Was in a car accident.
Jesus.
And she passed away. So that was the first thing. Her mom was supposed to stay where they lived because her daddy was supposed to have surgery.
Okay.
So her mom, in her eyes, her mom never had any business coming to Florida to see her. She would prefer for her to stay home, get her daddy through surgery, and her birthday or just come another time. Sadly, her dad passed after her mom passed. What? So
this is before her wedding?
All before her wedding, y'all. I cannot make it up. So this girl came in. Then she came in with her friend. She found the dress. And she was like, yeah. She said, I didn't have any money to pay for it right now. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I have a dress back here. It's perfect. It fits you because I had one. Brand new in the box. Mm-hmm. So I didn't hear from her. I didn't hear from her. I was like, I don't know what happened to that girl. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, I had to call my mama. I'm like, Wanda, girl. I'm like, let me tell you. So I told my mama this whole story. And she was like, well, what you gonna do? I said, Ma, I don't know. I said, if she shows up, maybe I'll just give her the dress. Mm. And she was like, well, think about it. I said, you're right. So she showed up again.
Look at God.
So she showed up by herself. And I was like, girl, you back? And she was like, yeah. So she sat there and she was talking. And she was just crying again. Mm. So at this point, I was like, hell with the dress. I'm like, at this point, I'm her friend, and I don't know how to help her because both of my parents still are alive.
Right.
So I was just listening to her, and she was like, she really wanted to get the dress, and she just wanted to tell me that she didn't forget about me. And so I was like, okay. And then she told me that it just had been hard. And I was like, I get it. So she said she was going to pay me. And I was like, okay, whatever you can pay me. This is not how the process goes.
Okay.
But
of course not.
I was just like, okay. Then her card didn't work. And so I was like, okay. So she was so upset. So I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, so whenever you're ready, just come back again. So I didn't think I was going to see her. I'm sitting in my store at my desk. A man rang the doorbell. Now this me looking out the window.
Yeah, what you doing here? I ain't got no suits.
I don't got no man coming in here today. And so he told me, he says, my wife had came and I need to pay on her dress. And I was like, oh, I know who she is. Okay.
Aww.
I took his payment and then that was it. I ain't see these people again. Now y'all think I'm going to be lying, but I was just like, okay.
They just bought the dress and you...
No, she ain't come back because I still had the dress. They had to pay me for it. I still had it. He only had left me the money that she was going to give me at that time when she came back for the second time. I was like, this is crazy. I said, well, at this point, I was like, I don't refund people their money, but I know they're going through a lot because we had a whole conversation about burying her parents and losing both of her parents and all of this stuff. I was just like, okay, you need to make sure you got life insurance because if something, like my brain just going. Now, mind y'all, I do insurance by day. So now my brain just going. I'm like, okay.
Oh, my Lord.
Then I was like, then they had to cremate both of her parents. So it's like the whole story, because she was, at this point, she was my friend.
Right.
Girl. I had to sit down with her. At this point, I was like, we might as well drink some wine together. Because she was crying. I was just like, it's so sad because these things happen to people in real life.
In real life. These are real issues.
In real life hit me because she showed up to my store. Then she came back again. Then she came back with her soon-to-be mother-in-law.
What?
She was smiling.
He was the friend.
Like this, the face was totally different. She was just smiling. She was happy. Her mother-in-law was with her. I was like, uh-oh, we're not crying. So it was a shock because I thought she was going to have a breakdown. So I was like, I'm prepared because I was like, now I have to prepare myself to be a therapist. Girl, I ain't no therapist.
Right.
This is like going to the hair salon and the bridal shop.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, if she come back, I'm going to listen because I can't really say anything because I haven't experienced it. I was just a listening ear. And she wanted the hug. I gave her a hug. I got a lot of free hugs.
That's right.
So I was like, okay, here we go. She came in. She bought her dress. She got the whole 9. Then she told me she wanted me to come to her wedding.
What?
We showed up to her wedding. We dressed her. We put her in her gown. I had bought her daughters crowns to match their dresses. She looked phenomenal.
That's beautiful.
Like, I was just like, I saw this process through. And then all the people that came with her the very first time, they were at the wedding. I was like, yo, we made it.
You made it.
I was like, that was like the best bridal experience I have had since I opened the door.
Awesome. And you told it because you remember every detail.
I could not help but to remember because every day that I thought about her, I thought about the things that she said. And then when she was there, I was just like, this is real life. And it made me think because I'm an only child. It's just me and my mom.
Yeah.
Then my mom had heart issues, and I was just like, I was the only one in the hospital with her because nobody could go in with her during COVID time. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this could be my life or anybody else that I couldn't know. And this lady became my friend.
That's beautiful.
And I showed up to her wedding. I dressed her. I was like,
are you all still connected today? Like check in on each other? That is beautiful.
It's the cutest thing. I was just like, that's what makes it rewarding.
Look at you smiling. Look at you.
Because she was so sweet. I love her.
Ivy Bridal. Y'all got to make it to Ivy's Bridal because, tell them about that VIP. You have 2 experiences.
Oh, so the VIP experience, that's fun too.
That's beautiful.
You can bring up to 10 people. You'll get a charcuterie board, chocolate covered strawberries, a full mimosa bar, and you get the store to yourself for $140 for 2 hours. So normally it's 2 people and they're working, and then you're listening to whatever you want to listen to. You're just doing whatever you want to do. And normally it's good for people that are self-conscious too. Okay. Because now that I remodeled for the 5th time, I have 2 functioning running dressing rooms.
Okay.
So if you don't want to be in there with someone else that just like randomly shows up,
You can have the other one.
you can have the other one too.
Private. Nice.
It's fun. We have a good time.
It seems like it because every time I scroll through my page, it's not one post, it's not 2. Like you're always, these women
It's
are always
funny.
modeling these gowns.
It's a good time. My theory behind the bridal shop is that you should feel welcomed. I never wanted my store to feel like just a regular store. Like when you walk through the door,
Like Uncle
I have
D's.
one,
We can't say his name, but Uncle
I don't know who
D's
he is,
Bridal.
but that's my favorite line. But I want you to walk through the door and you see me in jeans and some Crocs and a work shirt and be like,
Yes.
oh, okay, they cool. And we is. Like, I don't want to be that bridal shop that has on heels and my feet
Yes.
hurting in black. We're not going to a funeral.
Thank you. It's a wedding.
It's a wedding. And so if I'm going to be bending over, fluffing your dress and putting you in a gown and taking you out of the gown, I want to be comfortable.
Yes.
And I want you to feel like you comfortable when you walk through the door. So you don't
Yeah.
have to come with a beat face.
Right. Chill. It's
Just
wedding
walk through
dress
the door
shopping day.
and then let's
Yeah.
just go. Like that's always been my theory behind the bridal shop.
I wish I would have known you when I got married. I was sharing with you because I went to Uncle D's shop. We can't say his name on here, but I didn't have a good experience. I walked
I
through the
hear that a lot,
door.
though.
Somebody came immediately and was like, welcome. Let's get you in some dresses. Didn't even bother to hear what I wanted to say because
Yeah.
I saw the dress I wanted. But they tell you what they think you should be in. And yeah, wasted 2 hours because I knew what I wanted.
Because you knew what you wanted.
I knew what I wanted. So I wanted to tell you ladies who's watching, first of all, the shop is beautiful. It's opening. It's white. It's like when you walk in, you feel like, oh, you're going to love the experience. And when I say tons of dresses, you're going to find exactly what you need there. Hit up Ivy's Bridal. All right. I want to know this about you.
Okay.
Who has your back no matter what? Because you're juggling a lot. Who do you lean on? Who's your support? It could be one person, it could be 2. Who has your back no matter what?
So, how I break it down. Physically, people who have my back. I have a group of friends for physical.
Break that down. What do you mean for physical?
Like if you need somebody to come in and help you. Like I remodeled my store. I emptied my whole store by myself in like 5 hours for renovations.
Okay.
And my friends was like, why you ain't call us to help you move these bodies? Because we call the dresses bodies too. I was like, I know. I was like, I just hate like bothering people with something that I wake up and say I'm going to do. Because I literally wake up and be like, guess what?
That's what I got to do today.
I'm renovating this though. The contractor said he can come tomorrow. So it's no notice.
It's going to do it.
So I don't put that pressure on nobody but myself. Do I be drained and tired? I do. But for physical help, I call my friends and I be like, hey, if y'all don't mind, do y'all want to come help me? I'll buy y'all some food
feed
and
you.
some wine.
Yeah, we'll
and then
feed
be like, yeah, friend, we coming. So then it's just like we have a therapy session. They moving these bodies that they call these gowns because they say these things heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I call them because they're my physical friends, but they also help me. They listen to me too. So it's for mental. But I think who I lay everything out on? I
Like
don't
who
know.
always holding you? We know Jesus got us. But in this earthly realm, who can you always run to?
So I pick and choose what I want to tell my mama, because let me tell you something. She is Jesus. She is a warrior. I'd be like, Wanda. I'm like, Wanda, can you go ahead and put me on the prayer list? Because, honey, I am tired. She'd be like, yeah. I'm like, keep me on there. Tell the people to not take me out. My mom is my biggest cheerleader, Lord.
Love it.
Because I'd be like, oof, dear God, why did I tell her that? Because it's like she don't forget. I be done forgotten. I tell her I don't plan that far in advance, Wanda. Like, I have to wake up, and today is the day. You want me to do something 10 weeks later. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on 10 weeks later. Call me tomorrow. Like,
But that's beautiful.
Her and my aunties. My aunties are funny, though.
So you have a mom and aunties that have your back. You are a blessed woman, because I have neither. They're not dead, but I have neither.
It's a challenge. I guess it's a curse.
How is it a curse?
It's a curse in some ways, and then my one auntie is. I'm like, okay, She like the IT guru. I'm like, so I need you to make this Excel spreadsheet for me or make me these little flyers for this thing.
You got an aunt that do that?
I do.
Nice.
And she'd be like, all right, when it's due? When you gonna do it?
Do it, you
she'd be
make
like,
it.
all right. I get it 3:00 in the morning.
It's done.
It's done. I said, Lord. So we always joke. We call my mama the manager that don't work. I said, I'm going to report you to the manager.
To the manager. The mom keep everybody in line.
Then I have my other auntie, like if I'm like, hey, I need to write a whole paper about me, in the background about me in this bridal shop. Because she don't go nowhere but sit on her couch and watch TV shows. So she'll be like this. Girl, I sent it to you.
You got a great support system.
And then my cousin live here. I'd be like, Amy, she was like, you need me to come over there to Ivy Bridal? I'd be like, yes. And she'll come help me. So it's different people in different ways, but when it comes to the financial part about it and the things I stress about it, it's just on me, literally. But I do have 2 friends that understand because they own businesses too. They own different businesses. So I just be like, so listen, y'all, I woke up and I had this idea because I am queen of waking up with an idea, whether I got the money or not. And then I be like, I'm doing it. And they be like, love that. That's just how my brain works.
That's how it should be.
Then if I just sit there with all the stuff, I'd be like, child, I ain't sold nothing now. I got to figure out how to get rid of it.
Well,
I don't know.
How well, you already said you're not. So being in business, we all know it's hard. You're running 2.
I know.
What would you tell women not to do that you're doing with these 2 jobs? It's a lot, and you're not ready yet to go full-time with your full-time bridal shop?
I'm trying to think. I can't tell you what not to do because I'm the one that'll do everything, and I give it a try. One thing I won't do is I won't be wasteful. Okay. I guess in some sense. So if I know I got it and I should give it a try, I don't do it because I don't feel as I can commit.
That's big.
Because that's where I am now. I have a lot of little projects that I need to push, and I have it sitting right here in my face, but I haven't fully committed.
Okay.
So it's hard for me to tell somebody what not to do. But what I tell you to do is, if you think you can do it, do it. You may not have a business plan. Who the heck?
Tell them.
I almost said a bad word. I'm not going to say a bad word. Ding. Nobody don't have business plans this day and time. Your business plan is in your head because you'll wake up and be like, oh, that's a great idea. And you can do it. You know why? Because we're not the creators.
That's right.
We're recreating it.
All right,
so
now.
Your recreation could be better than somebody else's and it works for you.
All right. I love that.
But you have to stick to it. You can't be like, okay, today I'm starting this business. Now I got all this stuff and I'm back working on my job.
And that's like somebody you know.
Yeah. So it's like
got to make a decision.
You got to make a choice, but I'm just
this works
rare.
for you.
It works for me, and I'm rare because everybody can't do it. I don't know how I
got
do
that
it,
right,
but I do it, and I watch my sales grow. But I know if I don't have this job, it can be better.
Ooh.
That I do know.
Okay.
So I can hear the signs. I'm just not taking them. Now that's the devil. Because, you know, if Jesus tell you to do something, you better do it.
You better
and
do
then
it.
you don't do it because you still got that fear like, what if?
What if?
It's always the what if. So I got to get rid of the what if because I already know I'm my own problem.
That's right. We always are our own problem. I work all these
jobs and I be tired. And I don't need nobody to tell me, friend, you tired. I know. Mm-hmm. And I know why I'm tired. But it's just a constant hustle. I do have a team now. I have employees, but I have to learn to give up some of my control. You got to
delegate. Yes, ma'am.
But it's hard to give up control on a shop that I have literally slept in because I didn't want to be late for a contractor. I also slept in there because I didn't have power at my house when a hurricane come because we in Florida.
That's right. Never know.
So, like, it's just a struggle.
It is.
to give up on something for something else. I'm like, my shop is greatness, and I know it because I'm just doing what I love to do, and I enjoy it.
I love that.
And I didn't create it. I'm
You
just
participated,
recreating.
yeah,
And I'm
in
just
your
a
own
part
way.
of something. I'm not a designer. I'm not going to tell you I sew these dresses because I don't. Please don't think I do because I don't.
You don't.
I can't sew. But if you have a vision and I have a vision, we can put the vision
Work
together.
together.
But that's what people get like so far gone. Oh, I don't want to own a store unless I'm making it. No.
Make no sense.
I don't need that title as a designer.
Thank you. I just
don't.
want owner. That's it. I'm not a designer.
Because whoever owns these stores in the mall, they're not the designers behind these things
No.
they sell.
They just sell the design.
And y'all shop there. So guess what? I'm doing the same thing, but in a bridal shop.
in a bridal shop.
Like everybody can't be the designer.
No.
That's what people fail to understand. Oh no, girl, I ain't buying no dress from you because I want to get mine custom. Okay.
We do custom. Don't you have a seamstress?
You can customize this dress that's already
Yes.
pre-made.
That's right.
But it's because of what's going on in the world. And I'm not knocking people that do custom dresses because they do phenomenal jobs. Because I want somebody to make me one. I just don't got the money to pay her.
Me neither. 20 years coming up.
But
We got to do
one day, I'm gonna roll into this lady's shop and be like, "Yes, can I get a custom dress and can we name it Ivy?"
Oh, I
But
love it.
I'm not there yet.
Not yet.
So that's why there's stores like me that's around that. Yeah, you may not be able to afford the custom dresses, but we have something just as nice and budget.
But I want to tell them what I learned at the shop the other day, because that store, Mr. D, down the road is selling their dresses for how much, but they can come to you and get it at
Same price, damn near. Like, so that's the thing. Everybody always want to go to a box store because it's known.
Exactly.
And that's what their friends bought from or their moms brought from. And, oh, I got a good deal from them. Okay. Now, this is not just for me because I'm not the only small bridal boutique.
Okay.
There's plenty other bridal boutiques, wherever you are. You just have to go and give them a chance. What people fail to realize is us little people in these little buildings, we keep the city open too.
That's
not just these
right.
big box stores.
That's right.
And you'll be shocked of our prices and the quality of our stuff. And the customer service, if you ask me, is way better.
Yes, definitely. You're not a big box store where you got 2 or 3 people coming up into you trying to just sell you a dress and not the experience. Like,
Yep. And the prices are probably the same or a little bit less or a little bit more. But it's like
the quality and the
choose,
experience.
you pick and choose your wiggle room.
Yeah.
You buy what you want.
So, question I ask every lady, because that's what we do here on the Boss Ladies.
Okay.
1 to 3 women you want to highlight on this podcast to come on and shout them out, and why?
So I got a whole Rolodex, so I can't do.
Well, we
three.
can't
So
do
let
the
me
whole
think. I
Rolodex.
know. So let me think.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll do my friend. Her name is Allie. She owns Fab and Float. She does all of the balloon arrangements. And if you see them in my store, that's what she does. For all events. Corporate, if you corporate, that's her gig.
That's her
like
gig.
she does a lot of corporate things. And then to stick with the industry that I'm in, that's my friend that I told y'all about when I first started talking.
Yes.
Is Tara. Her business is called Marry Me Now. We work hand in hand because when people be like, oh, do you know somebody that make flowers? And I do.
Okay.
She will make you fresh flowers. You see them fake flowers you holding? She made those. They just fake.
What?
They can't be real because they'll die in here. But she can make you some real ones.
Make it look
so
good.
she makes flowers. She officiates. She does day of coordinating. Like, that's her business. She came from
Beautiful.
corporate America into her small business.
So
that's
she can
thriving.
bring your business and hers to give that bride everything they need in one
And we
spot.
actually do it a lot. I'm like, so if you need flowers, just hit her up. If you need someone to marry you, she can help
her
you. Like, she has like everything that I don't have. She can help people find a venue if they need one.
Okay.
So that's Tara would Marry Me Now. And
Man.
then, my neighbors. My
Okay.
neighbors are,
She said neighbors.
they're my neighbors. It's 2 of them. They're sisters.
Okay.
It's called Sassy Sisters.
Oh, yes.
It's the wig shop.
Right next
So
door.
If you need bundles, if you need wigs, if guys need toupees, they got you covered. If you need lashes, they can do that too.
They do everything.
They do everything, because that goes hand in hand with my business too. Because when girls come in, they're like, "Oh, you know someone that can do my hair?" And then I'm like, "Girl, I'll fling the door open. Go ring the doorbell."
There.
You see that? It's purple. They'll let you in. So Sassy
Beautiful.
Sisters, those are my neighbors.
So shout out to Allie, Tara, and the Sassy Sisters.
Sassy
I will be
Sisters.
reaching out to you as soon as I get your information from Keosha.
Yeah.
Now, tell us, the ladies, the women in business, those who are thinking about starting it, those who are just beginning, those who've been in it a long time, and those who want to quit. Give them some advice today. That's your camp.
Quitting. You quit for different reasons. So I can't say it's not okay to quit, because at some point it is. And I'm starting with quitting because I've had friends that had to close their businesses for multiple reasons. And you can always restart, because we're in a era that you can go tomorrow and come back.
Exactly.
And they're like, "Dang, she back." You popping.
Just like that.
Just like that. So, like, if you have to give yourself a mental break and you have to shut down and you can't give your all, shut it down. And if you have to start back over, start back over. Rich people start over all the time.
All the time.
And they be in debt and come back and still be rich. I don't know how they do it. I ain't got there yet. So I can't talk about that. But
But they don't
that's
stop.
what they do. Starting a business is just like quitting a business. You have to like take that leap of faith and do it. Will you always be successful? Jesus. No.
No.
But you won't know unless you try. So you have to try. But my bottom line with that is, everybody's not meant to be a business owner.
Got that right.
That's what I always want to say. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Just because you see these people on social media being business owners, don't believe the hype.
That's right. She telling y'all, don't believe the hype.
Because their business may look good and probably can't pay not now one of their bills. That's the thing.
There you go.
Like, because it's so much behind it. It's so much of work that you have to put into it. And you can't wake up and look good for Instagram and Facebook every day.
Tell the truth.
The truth is going to come through some kind of way.
Yes, tell the truth.
Because I wear the truth on this body a lot.
Don't we all? Well, not all of us.
Tired.
Don't we?
But you have to give it your all. So being a business owner is not for everybody. And just because you're not a business owner, that don't mean you're a failure, baby, because you might have a bachelor's degree. I don't got that.
You already took the question where I was going to go next.
So,
do you need a college degree?
And you don't. You don't need a college degree to be successful. But if that's your thing and you have to go to school, by all means, go.
Go. But if you don't, you don't.
Because everybody with a college degree don't always have that hustle. Just because you book smart, that don't make you business smart.
Say it again. You can have a
So
degree in business and
I
know
learned
nothing.
that just from being around family and friends. I'm like, ooh, she's so smart, but don't got no common sense.
Right?
I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
that's just the thing. Like, I would never knock nobody from their dream. You have to try it,
right.
and you can't never say you didn't try. My daughter wake up with ideas every day. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's all you say? Okay.
I do. And then she'll be like, oh my gosh, I sold something. I'm like, girl,
Good grudge.
like, I get it.
Yes.
Because, hell, it's the same way with me. Somebody walked through the
Same
door, I be
here.
like, thank you, Jesus.
Yes. When this phone go beep and somebody made a reservation.
Yes.
Yay.
It's like, you congratulate yourself, but you can't sit in it. Because when you sit in it, you're not moving
Complacent.
forward. Because you stuck there because you made that one sale.
sale. Yep. And we think that's it. Now it's just going to keep flooding in. No, you got to keep moving.
You just got to keep moving. Don't give up on yourself. It's easy to give up. It's easy to let people get in your head. And you have to block out the distractions. But you still got to have fun and enjoy your life.
Yes.
But you just got to separate the two, which is hard.
I was going to end with something, but I have to go back to the shop that day we were talking. And I think you kind of touched on it earlier. You said you like doing the bridal shop because you can be 100% yourself. Do you agree that a lot of time as women, we try to change ourselves because we think we have to fit in a mold?
Yep, you do. We do change ourselves, but I learned real quick. Like, I've watched other people run their businesses. I've seen the way people change. I see how people let money and different things change them. Listen, I was like, I can't change who I am because I'm a business owner. That's the phrase that always get me, that we as Black people say all the time. Girl, I can't do that. I'm a business owner. What?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? That makes no sense to me.
Right.
I'm like,
Isn't that why you started your business? So you could be free to be who you are?
Like, I like the freedom of being me. If you walk through the door and if my personality works for you, it works for you.
Right.
Like, I have to work. I always tell people too, when I hire people, I need them to get along with me and me to get along with them, because the store and product sells itself.
Oh, that's deep. If they caught that, you got to have relationship with who you work with.
Exactly. So that's why I always be like, this is my home and I'm welcoming you into my home. Yeah, you booked an appointment to come here.
Right.
But I am here 24 hours, 7 days a week. So when you walk through the door, I'm what you get.
That's right. And that's what we want. Well, maybe not everybody.
Because if I wake
want
up
it.
with a headache, I'm like, girl, I woke up with a headache, but I am here for you.
That's what I'm
You're
talking
getting
about.
married. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like,
Let's be real.
I don't know. But people do change. They change because of their business. They change because of their status. I understand people changing because, okay, we went from making $50,000 to $100,000.
Right.
There ain't no big difference.
But
if I'm a billionaire and it's public and you know it, then of course I gotta move different.
Exactly.
Because now you know what I'm worth. I ain't worth nothing. So I'm gonna stay true to who I am. I'm worth me and my time.
Amen.
So I'm staying real to who I am. When you walk through the door, girl, we get on the toilet the same way.
For real.
I'm tired, you tired. We're gonna sit here for a minute. Like,
and then we'll get to it.
and we're gonna get to it. Like, that's my whole thing. So I'm like, I don't want people to not be like, oh, she acts totally different when I saw her in Target. Girl, because if you see me in Target, hey girl, I know who you are because I just seen a girl like that in Costco. I looked at her, I said, I know you. I know everybody brought my auntie and cousins in Costco.
Everybody.
And I do. So I'm like, I'm not changing who I am outside of my store, just in somebody else's store. I'm just true to who I am. I'm like, girl, yeah, I saw you too.
Be true to who
Child,
you are.
Didn't I just see you in Home Goods? Because I just saw another of my cousins in Home Goods.
See?
And I hugged her like she was my friend on the street. Girl, what you doing in here? I come in here.
You didn't go up and say, hello, it's me from Ivy's Bridal.
And I don't. And sadly, they know who I am because I have on this shirt.
They're going to always know. So what is next for Ivy's Bridal and Keosha Sims? What is next?
I'm going to tell y'all, it's a... I crack my own self up.
I see. Because I don't even know why you're laughing yet.
Because every day I wake up, I be like, what if I do this? And I'm like, girl, sit down. You need to do what you said you already gonna do. My goal is, I just told somebody this yesterday. I was like, one lady wanted to make $1 million. One lady. I said, damn. I say one person. I said, but it's all right. Because one day I'm going to have a huge warehouse with nothing but gowns. That's right. And I was like, do I really want that many gowns? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, why not?
Why not?
And then I have like, I'm not even going to call it a subscription box because I hate subscriptions. I have a box that I've been putting together to sell all these little things that you need on your wedding day. So I was just like, that box is going to be something big.
Yes.
But sadly, I'm a procrastinator.
Uh-oh.
Because I've been doing this for 5 years.
Putting the box together?
I started this during COVID.
Oh, okay. Is it because you're a perfectionist or you procrastinating?
It's because I'm procrastinating.
I was trying to help her out. Okay.
You don't got to help me out, child, because I know my weaknesses, Lord. And I be like, people come in, I'm like, yeah, here you go. I just sell these little pieces individual, and they be like, guess what? My friend in Arizona want to get a piece. I'm like, oh, tell them to call me, girl. I'm going to ship you a piece. Keosha, you play all day.
What?
So I got it sitting here. I have the content for it. I took the pictures for it. I'm like, but that again, that's me stretching myself.
Stretching yourself.
Because I got to be on these people's job.
Don't do that, because we heard earlier you don't have to be in those people's job.
I know. I don't. But I'm on these people's job. Then I'm doing what I need to do in my store to make sure it's functional for the people that have booked and arranged their time to come see me. And I put other things to the side. I'm just like, okay, but I need to like learn to be structured. I don't know what that's like. I need to be like one of those Montessori kids that go to school. Like, this is what you do at 7 to 8. This is what you do from 9 to 10. This is what you do from 11 to 12. Then you go to bed, then you eat, then you start over.
And do the same thing. Before we go.
I don't do that.
You don't? But
I don't.
Before we go, I almost slipped my mind. When we got to the shop, when I went to do her behind the scenes, this is the type of woman Keosha is.
Oh, yes.
She said, "Hey, Hope," we hugged. Look at this. And she passed me the phone. And it was a video from Shade Room of a beautiful young lady that had just beat cancer. She was 27 years old.
27.
Her name is Angelica. And I was almost in tears just watching the video. And Keosha said,
"This how it happened, y'all. You know you're supposed to be on your phone while you driving." I was irritated on the people's job. I opened up my phone and Angelica was there. And I was just like, oh. So they said she is 27. I was like, my daughter's 24. I'm like, that's so sad. Then my heart like melted, because I was just like, okay, I could be in the same predicament if that was my kid. And you saw her mom. Her mom was crying. Then she opened this door. Yeah. The door opened. And we that sound and said, oh. Yes. Her fiance, they started dating when they were 17. And he was standing at the end of the red carpet to propose to her. And listen, I ain't even want to tell you how I met this lady. I was like, listen, have you seen this?
She just passed me the phone.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I was just thinking, now mind y'all, from my store to my house is only a 5-minute ride.
Okay.
I think real quick. See how I tell you my brain just be thinking? I was like, how about we just get her a free gown? Like just she's getting married. I'm
just like that.
Because then she already had a GoFundMe. Like one of her friends started it for her. Well, I found all of this out later. I really didn't care.
Right.
Like, I don't care if the girl was a millionaire. The fact that I was like, I can get her a dress.
Just you can do your part.
Just do my part.
Yeah.
So I'm excited because she did call me. And I was like, girl, no, I got back in her DMs. I said, girl, I've been waiting on you. You gonna call me? She called me giggling. I said, I know. I'm a lot. I'm a lot for me too sometimes. She was like, yes, I saw it. I was like, ah.
Beautiful.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. And the Boss Ladies podcast and the Boss Move, we're going to do her videography shoot on her special day of picking her dress.
I'm excited.
Look at her smiling.
I know.
She loves to give.
We'll meet her mama and whoever she decided to bring with her.
Yeah,
they're in North Carolina.
Oh, they're in North Carolina. I thought it was Georgia.
I thought they were in Georgia too. That's what I said. I said, so you in Georgia? And she was like, no. And now she's at North Carolina. I was like, well, my friend has a shop in North Carolina.
Would you look at that?
She does. So my friend has a shop in North Carolina.
See?
We might be at this girl wedding.
Yeah, we don't know.
We
don't know. But I thoroughly want to say thank you for coming on the Boss Ladies.
You're welcome.
And do you have any questions for me before we head out?
No, I don't think I have any questions.
Because we talked so much the other day.
We did.
Anyway.
She's going to be my friend forever.
We're going to be friends forever.
I'm like,
I can't tell y'all the club name. I'm a part of the club. I'll just call it and I'll leave it there. But ladies, as always, remember we can do anything we want if we keep moving. And we'll see you next time on the Boss Ladies podcast. Later.
See you.
No time. We're chasing dreams, creating legacies. Boss Ladies podcast where we speak our truth.